This week I want to talk about micro conversions. The small decisions that people make before they make a purchase from your business. And this week was inspired by a conversation that I heard on the Freakonomics podcast on incrementalism. It's the little adjustments that needs to be made each time to move somebody from where they are to this transition to the success that they want to have. And one of the most inspiring conversations was on the CEO of the English biking team, Sky. Now, Sky came out and within a number of years won a number of Tour de France's and really successful biking crew. And what the CEO coached on very much so was on just minor adjustments, how little things might not seem to have a big impact on the whole, but it has a little bit, right? And how those little bits add up, because the difference between winning the Tour de France and placing can be just micro parts of a second, right? And in the battle for our client, sometimes it's just those little moments, those micro conversions that make the difference between having a customer and not having a customer. So along the client journey, are you picking out the little parts that are going to make a bit of a difference? Is there that post on social media that talks about a success story that one of your clients had experienced the project? Do you answer micro questions on how to use the product, on maybe something in the news that they heard of that was negative towards your product? Maybe it was something that was just a usage point or just a customer service. All of those are little micro moments that can have your client nodding their head and move them along the path. Also, are you doing your stuff? Because traditionally how advertising all worked, and it still works, the more things change, the more they stay the same, is that it always used to work where you'd have to find an audience, whether it's a phone book, they had the audience of people needing to make a call to find stuff, or the newspaper or radio, or they'd place TV, and people would place an ad and expect that they were going to have a number of clients come into their business, right? So right now, where are you finding your audience? What is your audience, right? People think that are treating social media just like it was the newspaper, and it's not. You can't just place an ad, boost a post on it, and expect that you're going to have a whole bunch of clients come in, because now things change, because now there's more options. There's not just go visit your website or call you. There's check out your profile. There's research you on Yelp and on all the other social sharing sites and networking sites. There's a lot more involved now than just simply click on an ad and go make a purchase. Now there has to be those micro conversions. So are you talking to each of your audience? Because when somebody buys a product, you probably just don't have one specific audience. Like, say we're, let's just pick a dance school for example. Maybe at the dance school you have younger kids 4 to 6, maybe you have older kids 7 to 8, maybe or 8 to 13. Maybe you have people who want to compete. Maybe you have people who are just looking at doing it recreational. Maybe you have people who are looking for ballet, for hip hop, for jazz. Maybe you have adults who are looking at losing weight, or adults who want to be on that so you think you can dance. There are a number of different audiences, and how are you communicating to those people, and what are those micro conversions, right? So it seems like a whole lot of work, but how you eat an elephant is you take one step at a time. So take your ideal client and think along their journey. What are the different elements that they need to have? What story do they need to hear to know that your product or service is going to work for them? What are the little micro conversion moments? Are you looking at taking them from the website, from the social media to your website? At that point, what are they going to do? Do you have to have them make a purchase right away? Or can you engage them in email and collect their contact information so you can get back to them in different formats over and over? Are you going to be retargeting them after they visit to your website to try to draw them back into maybe a different story that resonates more with what their needs are? Right. So over the course of the next little bit, this is something that I've been thinking a lot of, and that's why I wanted to document it, is take your customer journey and decide all the different ways that you can connect with people to make sure you're getting the right message to the right person at the right time.